Namaskar and Jajolapa. Dear listeners, this is Liladhar Adhikari, your English teacher from Kirtipur Secondary School, Bairigaon, Kirtipur, and I am speaking through the radio waves of Neva FM 106.6 MHz that is presented by Anak Media for Nepal Bhasha Academy in Kirtipur. In the critical situation caused by COVID-19 pandemic, Kirtipur municipality organizes this radio class to help our students to some extent to continue their study. Dear students, let's enter our class. Do you remember the Panchatantra story we read last week? Good. How did the couple of doves get rid of that evil black snake? Do you remember? Have you written the story that I assigned you last week? What's it about? Good job. It was the another Panchatantra story about a king and a spider. The spider taught the king a lesson. What is our today's lesson about? Nice. You've remembered. I informed you last week. The Rivals, a poem composed by James Stephens. James Stephens was born in 1880 and died in 1950, some 70 years ago, and he was a novelist and a poet from Ireland. Dear all, do you know the meaning of the title of the poem, The Rivals? Exactly. Rivals means competitors or persons who take part in a competition. The rivals have the same goal. Dear, what is the competition in the poem? And who are the rivals? Who are the competitors? Listen carefully or read silently and find out the answer. Dear, you can listen to this poem in a beautiful tune as a song on YouTube. Search The Rivals, Cynthia Gray, Cynthia, Cynthia, Gray, Gray, Cynthia Gray. Let me try to sing, though I can't do as she does. The Rivals. I heard a bird at dawn singing sweetly on a tree, that the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. But I didn't listen, I didn't listen, I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing for me. I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing to me, that the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. I was singing at the time, just as prettily as he. I was singing at the time, just as prettily as he. I was singing at the time, as prettily as he, about the dew upon the lawn and the wind upon the lea. So I didn't listen, I didn't listen, I didn't listen to him as he sang upon the tree. I heard a bird at dawn singing sweetly on a tree, that the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. But I didn't listen, I didn't listen, I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing for me. Dear students, now Can you say what the competition is? Yes, it's singing competition. And who are the competitors, dear? Or who are the rivals? The rivals are a bird and the narrator. The narrator in this poem is also called the speaker or the poet. Or the poet can be taken here as a child who is competing with a bird in singing. The child feels a bit jealous. Now, let's enter the activities to be done on page number 69. Exercise A. Match the phrases in column A with the correct continuations in column B. That is to say, the first half of the sentences are under column A and the second half ones are under B. Let me read out the first half of column A. A. The speaker and the bird were. B. The song was. C. The speaker was. D. There was wind. E. The dew was. F. The speaker. Column B, the second half. 1. Didn't listen to the bird. 2. On the lea. 3. On the lawn. 4. Both singing at the same time. 5. About the dew and the wind. 6. Competing with the bird. Dear students, A. The speaker and the bird were, that is column A, What were both of them doing? That's it. They were both singing at the same time. So, A goes with 4. A under column A goes with 4 under column B. Then B. The song was ... What was the song about, dear? Yes, it was about the dew and the wind. So, B goes with 5. Similarly, number 2 under column B, look there, see there, on the lea, on the lea. What was on the lea? Do you know lea? That is meadow, an open field. And let's go to number 3. What was on the lawn, dear? Now, C number under column A, the speaker was doing what? Students, the speaker was doing what? You can do yourself. Column B number 1, didn't listen to the bird. Who didn't listen to the bird? Dear students, you can do on your own with these clues or hints. Okay, there are some words you have to know. Dew. Do you know dew? Dew is the drop of water early in the morning you can see on grasses, especially in cold seasons. And lawn. Lawn is an open space between trees or closely mown grass is there on the lawn. Now, from the poem, find the words, that is exercise B, we have to go. Find the words as suggested in the brackets. Here, you will develop your vocabulary or word power. A, dusk, antonym. In the bracket, there is antonym. Find the opposite word to dusk. Do you know the meaning of dusk? Dusk is a period of time at the end of day when the sun is below the horizon, but not night, not dark. Can you find the word that signifies the beginning of the day when birds start singing? Come on, The first letter is D, to hear. That's it. Dawn. D-A-W-N. Dawn. The first line you can see in the poem. Now number B. Breathe. Synonym. Now find the word with the similar meaning. It is moving air. The meaning of breathe is moving air. Can you guess? The word occurs 3 times in the poem. This word, synonymous word with breathe, occurs 3 times in the poem. You are clever. That is wind. W-I-N-D, wind. Breathe and wind are synonyms. Now C number, horribly. Find the antonym. It means, horribly means badly, terribly, carelessly. And what is the opposite? Dear students, guess. Leeward, dear. Leeward, L-Y, leeward. Number D, on, O-N, on. Find the synonym. What replaces on at the end of the poem? It's quite easy. Can you do yourself? Okay. Now, let's move to exercise C. Find the rhyming words from the following words. For the following words, the words are given and find the rhyming words in the poem. Rhyming words occur in a poem or in a song. Such words sound similar. For example, in a cottage in a wood, little man at the window stood. Wood and stood are rhyming words here. What can be the rhyming word of cat, my dear students? Good. Rat, shat, mat, hat, that, and so on. Now, you can easily find the rhyming words for tree, dawn, and me in the poem. Now, let's move to exercise D. True or false? Number A. The competition took place in the morning time. True or false, students? Yes, it's true. But why? There is the word dawn in the poem. Your common sense is excellent. Birds sing in the morning. B. The speaker was singing much more beautifully than the bird. Really? How can you say? Does the speaker or the narrator or the poet claim that he or she was better in singing songs than the bird? No, he or she doesn't claim. He or she claims that both of them are equal, just as prettily as he. That's why it's false. C. Both of them were singing the same song. What was the bird singing about? Dear, is the speaker singing about the same? D. The birds sing for us, but the bird in the poem was not singing for the speaker. The birds generally sing for us, but the bird in the poem was not singing for the speaker. Do birds sing for us? What was the speaker feeling about the bird and the song? Was the speaker listening to him? What was he or she doing in the poem? Students, use your common sense. E. The speaker didn't listen to the bird, but the bird listened to him. My dear students, be a bit more thoughtful here. Do the birds intentionally listen to our songs? Do the birds intentionally listen to our songs? Well, always decide true or false statements with reasons. My dear all, before you answer the questions in exercise E, let's read the poem once again. You read it silently, or let me just recite the poem aloud for you. The Rivals. I heard a bird at dawn singing sweetly on a tree, that the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. But I didn't listen, I didn't listen. I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing for me. I heard a bird at dawn singing sweetly on a tree, that the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. But I didn't listen, but I didn't listen. I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing for me. I didn't listen to him, for he didn't sing for me. That the dew was on the lawn and the wind was on the lea. I was singing at the time, just as prettily as he. I was singing at the time, just as prettily as he. I was singing at the time, as prettily as he. About the dew upon the lawn and the wind upon the lea. So I didn't listen, I didn't listen, I didn't listen to him as he sang upon the tree. Now, exercise E. Answer the following questions. As usual, please locate the answer in the poem and write on your own. A. What were the bird and the speaker singing about? Students, we've already discussed the thing they are singing on. Are they singing the same or different song, dear? Are they singing the same song or the different song? What is the song about? Are they singing about the same thing? B. Give two reasons why the speaker didn't listen to the bird. Give two reasons why the speaker didn't listen to the bird. The speaker means the narrator, the poet here. One of the reasons is quite clear and explicit. He or she didn't listen to the bird because he or she thought that the bird didn't sing for the speaker. The bird, who was the bird singing for, dear? And the next reason, you deduce yourself from the context. Was the speaker free to listen to the song of the bird, or was he busy? Busy in what? If he was busy, if the speaker was busy, what was he busy in? C. When did the competition take place? You know, what was the time? What was the part of the day? You know. The time you have to mention here. Time of the competition. Is it in the morning? In the afternoon? Or in the evening? Or at night? D. Where was the bird singing from? Can you locate the answer of this question, dear? Where is the answer? Where was the bird singing from? Good. The second line explicitly suggests the answer. The second line of the first stanza or the second line of the poem suggests you the answer. E. According to the poet, where was the wind? Yes, it's quite explicit too. The fourth line of the first stanza gives you the answer. The fourth line of the first stanza. There is the explicit answer of this question. F. Who was singing more sweetly? The poet or the bird? The previous discussion on true and false items gives clear hints to answer this question. According to the poet, who sang more beautifully or prettily? The third and the last stanza suggest the answer, or the last stanza and the third stanza contain the answer of this question. Are the competitors neck to neck, equal, or somehow more or less beautiful in singing? Are they neck to neck, or the one is better than the other? What do you think? Did the speaker have good or bad feelings, or good or bad attitudes towards the bird? What do you think, dear? My dear students, you have to do all the given activities yourself. You have got enough hints and clues to do them, and after doing all of these activities, you have to submit them to your subject teacher. Well, dear, have you ever got a different feeling while enjoying the nature, being close to it? Have you ever enjoyed the nature? Do you remember that? Do you remember that moment? Being very close to nature, what did you feel? Try to compose a poem, weaving your feelings and experiences, or instead of it, you can write a diary entry on it. You can write the diary mentioning the feelings when you became close to nature, or if you can compose a poem weaving your feelings. Dear students, we are now at the end of our radio lesson. Next week, we'll come with listening comprehension lesson from Unit 2 in your textbook. Have a wonderful time. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you for tuning in.